over the years, there are many inventions that were invented that shape our society as you see it today. And simple ones that was made that makes us live life easier. Like something as simple as a wheel. And yes, a wheel on a car, right? Yes, the wheel was created. When was it created again? Uh, I read this like yesterday. 3500 BC, a wheel, typical wheel, because back in the days we were limited to what we can carry on land, because a donkey or a horse cannot carry everything, or a camel cannot carry everything that we wanted to carry or we wanted to bring with us at the time, you understand? And so we invented the wheel. And don't think that the wheel is something simple. It was really complex back then, because you have to calculate the radius to make sure that every side is even, so you can get a smooth enough run of the wheel, you understand? And it, I guess, if we didn't have this wheel, then we would be still limited to what we can bring with us, like when you're traveling, right? Simple as that. I think that's very important. Another simple thing, nails. Yes, typical nails that you use and nail things together, right? Because before nails, we were limited to how we can construct buildings, you understand? So we had to depend on grooves, cutting out grooves in wood so that it can really attach to one another, you understand? Yeah, and so the credit of the nail has to come from somewhere else, because the invention of fire. And I know that this is probably one of the most well, not early, but latest invention. Is that the word? Earliest, yes. I know that this is one of the most earliest inventions ever, and that's the fire. Fire was invented when we were cavemen. You understand? And it credited from that, and then credited from something else, so that we can make iron and then get nail. You see how we have come a far way in our development and our progress, and where we strive to improve life. You feel me? Then we have the compass. Yes, the compass that they use and tell east, west, north, or south. Because before we had the compass, we were limited to how far we can travel away from land. Because when we're out on the sea, there's no way of telling what direction we're going. You understand? And that's where the compass would have come in. I think it was invented first in China. I think, yeah, China was the first, was the first. Some, I think, was some dynasty that created the compass. It has helped us to navigate the seas, and I mean that that was her first form of way out to travel to other countries. And I guess that was probably a good thing and a bad thing, because then it introduced colonization, and then it introduced slavery. So much bad came from these, but so much good also. So I mean, let's just go through them. And I know you all can understand when I said telephones. Come on, telephones, like our cell phones. I mean, people would probably bash me or hate me if me never even put this in it. You understand? But come on, cell phones. If without cell phones, we would still be sending letters around the world, and it's going to take like months, and sometime, if we're dating it way back, years before the person can get that message. So come on, back in the days there was a lot of wars, you understand? And then, I mean, the person that know of the war initially had to send a message to the persons that are planning to withstand the attack of another country. And then that message that that person, informant, would have sent to them would have taken a year. You understand? And then between then, come on, there's a lot that can happen between now and a year, right? So I mean, telephones, right? Of course, penicillin, one of our most earliest and effective antibiotic. I mean, this medicine has changed a lot of lives. Cause in World War, they use this medicine to treat soldiers to safeguard themselves from infectious diseases while they are stationed on camp or anything. You understand? So, I mean, penicillin. There's a lot of other medications. Oh, and speaking of medications, what about contraceptives? Come on, guys, contraceptives. All right, so we have stopped. This is what contraceptive has done, right? Limit us to the amount of unwanted pregnancy that's taking place. You understand? And check this out. It safeguards us from STDs, and we no longer have to have sex just for reproduction purposes or reproducing purposes. We now do it for recreation. And who doesn't want to do that for recreation, right? And then we have the internet. Think about it. Everything at your fingertips. Just a press of a button, just a type in the search engine, and then press search, and then what do you know? You have all the information that you wanted. Because right now, everything's online, and then, I mean, I don't get it, really. And I'm going to just stray from the topic for a bit right now. Because look into this. The teachers are sending assignments to students, and students are just accepting the assignments and just looking up the answers on the internet. I mean, they don't read through an article. They just type in the question, and then the answer pop up, and them just write in the answers. They don't read through articles so they can better understand what's going on. And if the students are really worried about their future and how them learn things, I think they should stop like blaming just the teachers, and they should start also blaming themselves, because they are the ones that needs to do the reading. Because the articles are there, they're online, it's at their fingertips. You don't need a teacher to always tell you what to do or to instruct you what to do. You can take the initiative and do it yourself. When I was younger, I never really want to study, you understand? Me just study when me have to. Like when me have an exam come up or something, me just look in one book real fast and see if me can retain some form or some amount of the information that me did learn over the months or so, you understand? But the best way how to do this is when you get an assignment to do and you get the question, like read like an article about it, because an article is not something like, it's not something huge to read. It can be like probably just like 2 pages, and come on, that's just, it's summarized into 2 pages, and you can just read it and then understand the whole thing based on your level of understanding, and it will be better for you. And then you don't have to worry about when you go back to school how far you're going to be behind. You can help yourself and catch up on everything else, and who knows, smart tomorrow, you see me? So yeah, don't just depend on the teachers, depend on yourself as well, because you know what you want, and of course that's the best way how to secure your future, you understand? And of course, keep God in it, and you can't go wrong, not true? Word. Thank you so much for watching this video. Just remember to like, comment, share, and for those who haven't yet subscribed, please do, so we can get this YouTube channel lit, right?